He's gone. Survived the plane crash and now this. So what killed him?
Good question.
You got any ideas?
How would I know?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into episode 5 of 9 Bodies in a Mexican Morgue, titled Cloud Cover. So let's get into it. So last episode, Amy wasn't lying. She really did see someone in the jungle, and Lisa was a witness to it. Unfortunately, Lisa didn't make it last episode, but this episode starts with a conversation between Sonia and Zach. So Zach insists that he is not the one responsible for all these deaths, but Sonia doesn't believe him at first. However, seeing him in pain, she ultimately let him go. It seems like Sonia trusts Zach a little bit more than she trusts Kevin, and she kind of felt guilty about the whole torture thing. Then there's Dan, who suddenly wants to split up after realizing Zach is missing. Dan been getting on my nerves since day one. Kevin too decided he wants to leave as well, but Sonia warns that is a bad idea, and I honestly agree. Who in their right mind wants to wander off alone in the dangerous jungle? I know I don't. Even though I may not trust y'all, but we gotta be in a collective group so I can watch y'all. I'm not going nowhere by myself. Kevin figures out that Sonia lies about Zach and storms off anyways. And meanwhile, Dan, while watching Amy sleep, begins confessing his scam and his fraud of who he really is before they both were found unalive. And can we talk about how useless those helicopters are? Now, they barely even trying to look for these missing people. But then again, the clouds and trees, they really couldn't have seen them anyways. Meanwhile, Zach opens up to Sonia again, revealing more about his past. He suspects that Kevin might be behind the killings. But then, Kevin was found unalive. The killer is still out there taking people down one by one. Sonia finally admits to Zach that Amy was telling the truth all along. There was an extra passenger on the plane, someone who hid and has been picking off survivors ever since. But the biggest question remains, why? What is the motive? Zach even points out that none of them knew anything about the drugs except for Octavia at first. And then later on down the line, the passengers found out about the drugs. By the end of the episode, Zach and Sonia are both gone too, and we'll still have no clue who's working for Cora. To be honest, this episode dragged a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But with episode 6 being the finale, I'm hoping all the answers finally come together. Because right now, it's not piecing together for me. I still don't know who the person is behind with all those murders. First, I thought it was Dan, because Dan was very aggressive, okay? He wanted to control Amy, and so I thought that he was at least the killer, but he's not, and I was wrong. But I was right about Zach saying that he's not really an insurance investigator. He's actually an investigator for real, a detective, and that was very obvious since the first episode. What do you guys think? Who do you suspect is behind all this? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until then, see you later.